Hey folks, it's time for TWiP Pro Photo Critique number 83. This is TWiP. Hey, welcome back to another TWiP Pro Photo Critique. This is critique number 83. I'm here with my good buddy and partner in crime, Mr. Troy Miller, to talk through the latest submissions to our critique channel in the TWiP Pro community. Troy, I just want to go on record and say that
here it comes.
It was your idea to have this topic, and you know, the response was a little anemic. I just want to say that. We got four submissions on this one. It's amazing how the topic can guide the number of submissions. What do you have to say for yourself, man? Come on.
I was pressured into choosing a topic at the last minute, and that was the best I could do.
You're suffering from topic performance anxiety. I think that's.
I have nothing. I have nothing to say. It's entirely my fault. So,
well, we got a short critique this week, then. You know, how about that?
We do.
Before we dive in, we spoke a little bit offline before we started. Instead of making this entire month about October, obviously we're off to a slow start. Let's change it now and make the next one kind of exciting. What do you think?
Well, yeah, we'll see.
I know, we'll see. So my idea is to, instead of doing like, you know, October or whatever, or a color or something, this one will be self-portraiture. So self-portrait, a portrait of you, person watching this video, however you choose to interpret yourself, however you think other people see you, however you want to do it. Let's see you on camera in the next critique. Not all of you. just you know, keep it safe for work. But yeah, let's see some self-portraiture in there. You know, it'd be cool if someone had the gumption to do it, is a multiplicity shot of themselves.
Hey.
Right? Multiple shots of themselves in the frame, like say a person showing that they know how to do pottery, they know how to weld, they're a photographer, all these different
podcaster,
and a podcaster and a content creator, etc., and a dad and a husband, all that stuff. So put all that together in one frame and
I don't
show
know
the
how
different
I would
sides.
do that. You should show us.
I can do that. I've done many of these things. This is why I'm saying.
That's part of, like, what is it? Your time lapse? Not your time lapse. Your time travel.
Time travel. Yeah, I do a talk called Time Travel for Photographers, and that's part of it. Yeah, absolutely.
That would be very cool. And there are some artists out there that are amazing that they're all self-portraits, right? I mean, they use themselves as their subject and they set up these amazing scenes. And so these aren't just selfies. Of course you could, but we're going to call you out if it's just a selfie.
Thank you for drawing a circle around that. If you do one of these things, the looking up at the camera to get the cute angle of yourself or whatever. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's be photographers and do it the right way. So
yeah, I
cool.
Make that face because then Frederick will use it.
I know, totally. All right, let's stand by here. Let me pause this. All right. Okay, so this next one will be self-portraiture. Are you ready to dive into this week's critique?
Yes, sir. I am ready.
All right, let's do it. So I have TWiP Pro up on the screen now. I'm in the photo critique area. Let's dive in and see who's number one. First one is Michael DeRay. Michael says, "Waiting for his day to come." Yeah, look at that.
I like that title. That's a great title.
Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, I looked at this for a bit, and obviously this is a Halloween something or other. But putting on my critique hat, I was thinking, does it need that? Does it need to be in color? Like, couldn't this have been just drop all the? Because I see a little bit of browns and stuff in there. Could he have dropped that out of there, or does it matter? Doesn't even matter if it's in there.
I don't know that it matters in this one. I mean, it's, anytime you have a single tone, pretty much, it's sort of the same purpose, being monochromatic. What I would like to see in this one is just bring the exposure way down, so that there's only light like up in the hood, in the mask of the face.
Yeah, no, for sure. What about the border treatment on this? Do you think that's effective?
I like it. We don't need that black line necessarily, but I like border treatments. I mean, that's just me. So, I like sloppy borders and grungy border edges and treatments. I think it finishes the image kind of, it's part of the art piece. Yeah, it's kind of part of the art piece. I like that.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Happy Halloween. Look at that. Hope I never have to see that guy anytime soon. Thank you, Michael DeRay. Next one up is Matthew Feist.
Matthew.
And Matthew says, this is an image of my daughter from last Halloween. It was the first Halloween that she was able to really walk from house to house for a significant period of time and really enjoy the holiday. I think that's the best. But definitely exhausted her, for which I think I captured here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I've been there. Yeah. This is right around the time where it's, can you carry me?
For a Snickers.
That's that carry me face.
Yeah. For a Snickers, I'll carry you.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the feel of the fall. I mean, everybody, every parent especially, or anybody who's into Halloween, with the kids, you identify with this image immediately. Just her body language, the look on her face, the step that she's in. It's so nice. I do wish it was cropped in a little tighter. We don't need to see the car, and maybe a play on the horizontal and keep the leaves and the sidewalk and all that in there. But
yeah, I agree. That's my only nit with this was that car in there. Maybe crop in a little bit tighter.
And I love to
see more of her. Toning. What's that?
I love the cold toning. The sort of the blue tone. But yeah, it's
and a really tastefully done subtle vignette on there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So just the vignette is doing exactly what it's intended to do, and that's draw your eye towards the middle or the subject of the frame in this case, which is also the brightest point in the frame.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah. Very, very well done. Very well, responding to the theme. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Excellent. All right. All right, moving on to the next one. Thank you, Matthew Feist. Next one is from Michael Kautz. What's up, Michael? He says, Firestarter. Don't let her see you.
I love the titles and comments that come along with these images because it's so great. It just says so much about the image.
Yeah, and this is creepy too. Look at that face. You don't want to wake up and see that.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of a decorated mask, so she's like a nice bad person.
I don't know. I don't. That decorated mask could still have a knife in her hand. I'm just saying, it'd be a decorated knife.
Yeah, I've got no horror movie references because I don't watch those, so it's hard.
Oh, that's right. See, this is a friendly looking Jason Voorhees mask. Friday the 13th.
In this image, the thing that I really like the most, aside from fire, is I can see her right eye. And I think that either, needs to completely go out, or I wish that it was accentuated a little bit more, right? Because I think it's creepy that I can see her eye in there. But also, I'm thinking like, well, if they were all black, that would be creepy too, right?
Yeah. Or if you could see the eyes and they're both looking at the camera. That would be freaky.
Maybe
what is she doing here? You're a pyro guy. What's going on in this shot?
So these are there's these fireballs that are on the ends of these chains that she's holding, and then they whip them around. So they do like a fire dance, or they do like an exhibition with the fire. So this is probably a starting or ending position. I don't know, but usually they get them lit and then they twirl them.
Okay. Yeah, that would make some cool. Speaking of time travel for photographers, part of it is long exposures. That makes some cool long exposures.
Yes. It's very much like doing the steel wool. So you get some really cool spinny shapes and things like that. For me, I'm not a huge fan of that with the fire because I can't see the fire. It just looks like these big color streaks, which you could do with glow sticks if you wanted to. Yeah. Like at some point there needs to be fire in the shot. So I love this with the wisping flames off on the left, and it's really good.
And I love that he decided to make it in black and white too. So.
Yeah, that's very much Michael's style too. So I would love to know what the exposure is on this image, because lighting her by the flame is hard to do. Obviously, the flame's overexposed, but I love the fact that was done that way. Mm-hmm. I don't see a lot of strobes in there or anything like that. So,
yeah, and I also, I'd love to know the exposure information on this too, because I wonder if he just let the camera pick, because that's what I would have done out here. It's like you're dark and you're trying to, what you're trying to expose for is that face. You want the fire in there, but that's a foregone conclusion. But you're exposing for that face and hopefully get some detail in her black outfit. That's a challenging exposure to just sort of work out in your head. At that point, I think it's like, hey, Luke, turn on your targeting computer and let it figure it out. And go from there. Right?
And I know that Michael shoots with, I know that Michael shoots with the Sony, and I think he's shooting with the Mark III, probably for this shot. So I'm interested in like how high of the ISO is he pushed, and the grain structure looks really nice. So that would be really interesting to know. Yeah, for sure. Very cool. Yeah. Don't have a whole lot to add to make it any better. If I had detail in the fire, that would be nice. But other than that,
yeah. No, I agree. I like it, and it fits the theme as well. All right, and then last but not least is our friend Mr. Peter Levshin. And Peter says, and we talked about this in our member mixer. Mm-hmm. He says he shot this with his AR-72, or is it AR-72?
No, it's an A7 Mark II.
A7 Mark II, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he has.
He doesn't know what he has, yeah. 24 to 70 millimeter lens in Burma. This is the Burma Chin tribe. The young girls did this, I'm assuming the tattooing, to stop the king from taking them as sex slaves when they were 13 years old. Done the old-fashioned way using a metal nail and a hammer. Jeez. Even on the eyelids. Jeez. Yeah, that's tough. Okay.
Yeah, and this is an infrared, by the way. I don't think he says it in his description, but this is infrared, so.
All right, Peter. How come your image is not coming up for us here? Let's try again. There you go. Okay.
There it is. Yeah. I love this. I mean, I what's funny is I've seen so many of Peter's images, as regular listeners know. I've never seen this image with her eyes closed. I've seen them with them open. I dig this so much. This is so good. This is just so good.
An interesting little factoid that Peter let us know during the member mixer was the lines on her nose. You see how the gap on the bridge of her nose where the lines don't meet? He said originally those were connected, as they told him, but over time your nose grows, and that's new nose in the middle there, and obviously wasn't tattooed, so you get the break in the lines there. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is really wonderful. The only thing that's killing me on this is that I wish that the mask of her face was sharp. It's a little back focused. So even her eyes aren't as sharp as they should be. It's more into her ears and her hair. So it's back focused. If it was focused more on the mask of her face, it'd be that much better.
Yeah. Yep.
Peter's got to go back and do it again.
All right, Peter, you heard it. Very cool. Well, thank you for Peter, Michael, Matthew, and Michael for submitting your photos this week. Do you have a favorite out of these, Troy Miller?
It's got to be Matthew Feist's daughter. That just completely encapsulates all of the Halloween memories and the kids getting candy and the whole trick or treat thing and stuff. So I dig it. I really dig it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. This one, maybe we're biased as dads or something. Little girl daughters. Well, mine's little. Yours isn't. But with little kids that we can recall taking on trips like this, and walking around, and which is coming up in a couple weeks here. We have to do it again.
Yeah, I got a plan where I'm gonna go hide.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I was thinking? Did I tell you? Did I mention what my plan was for decorating this Halloween?
No.
I'm gonna put a single red balloon on the porch. A single red helium balloon. Yeah, maybe some creepy music playing through an Alexa or something.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, that's funny. So you obviously haven't seen that movie because you don't like those kind of movies.
No, I know the story. I know
that's a reference to It.
I know.
The murderous clown in It that likes to eat children or whatever, and part of the It lore, which is a Stephen King flick, by the way. part of the it lore is part of the reason why he scares children is because they taste better when they've been frightened. That's horror, man. That is a horror at its best, right there. How is it gonna scare a kid? I mean, that's freaky.
Wasn't that like Monsters Inc? Like they'd scare the kids to get energy to power the city, and then they found out that laughter worked better. So
maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not splitting hairs on horror science. I'm not an expert on fictitious horror science. I'm just telling you what I know. So, and this is why people hate clowns, I think. Do you like clowns? Are you a clown guy?
I don't care. Clowns don't bother me.
They don't scare you at all?
No, I could care less about clowns. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people are just like freaked out by clowns. I don't, particularly enjoy clowns, but at the same time, they don't freak me out. We hired one for my daughter's birthday, they don't freak me out, but some people are deathly afraid of clowns. Like, I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's just, I have no idea. Cool, man. All right. So next week's topic is going to be self-portrait.
Yes.
Self-portraiture.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what folks come up with. And
we'll have to start early because we're going to have a lot. We're going to have a lot of submissions. I trust the community is going to really embrace this, and we're going to have a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of faces in there, so there's no excuse. There's no, I couldn't find my subject, or flames. Like if we did flames is hard, or smoke. I don't know how to get smoke. Now
that's the idea.
I know. But I wanted to make it. I want creativity and execution on this, so this be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be good. I look forward to seeing what Tim Ingle does.
That's right. Yeah. Tim Ingle will probably just do a shot of his bicep or something. You didn't say what part of self.
Yeah, I did. No, we didn't. That's our fault.
So cool. All right, man. Well, I'll let you get on with your week, and
cool.
Yeah, cool. Well, congratulations to you four and Matthew for your winning submissions. Fantastic shot. I'm excited about that.
Well done.
All right, and we'll see you in the next one. See you, Troy.
All right, take care, bud.
This is TWiP.